and welcome to our extra long and extra tall Ford Transit. Okay, so we're going to be showing you guys the inside of our camper van while we're camping. Come on in. So first here we have just some buckets with extra storage, outdoor stuff, tools, and firewood. Over here we have some bungee straps that hook into the wall for all of our chairs and backpacks and stuff. Then if you come inside, we have these buckets, which are really nice for any kind of organization, for clothes, basically anything. We even have them for food, for coffee storage, and plates and utensils, all sorts of stuff. So then over here we have our kitchen sink, which has a 10-gallon bucket down here with water in it, and then it drains out into the ground. We also then have our portable stove. And then up here, our sink is controlled by this push button.
It's actually, I changed it so it's on a timer.
Oh.
So we don't overheat the motor. We just, when we need to do the dishes, turn it for 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay. So then,
it used to be that button that you'd push with your knee, but it was really uncomfortable to push. Then
here's our sink that will be activated by that, which it's not full right now, so it doesn't just activate if you push it up. And then up here we have like toothbrushes, which these are just extras. Toothpaste, we have some soap, anything that has to do with this, our drying rack. And then up here are all of our storage bins. This is a really important part to the builder of this van, which they're really helpful because if you just pull one out, you know what's in them. So like that bucket or tea, if we need it, it's super easy. And then these are called the
L-track clips.
L-track clips that you just have to kind of push, pull back, put into the hole, and push it over, and they're super tight and super strong to pull at, super handy to have. Just like
this allows us to strap in our kayaks or the bicycles get stored on this side. I can get 3 bikes on this bench. And then we have, the toe strapping connections exactly where we need them.
So then over here is our bench, dining room table, and beds, which we will have a little demonstration on in a little bit. But then if you come over here, oh, I forgot the fridge, is our fridge, which just a little mini fridge with some food in it.
It's the Coleman cooler. It's around $130. It just plugs into a cigarette lighter. Not the best. If I lived in here full time, I wouldn't do it, but it works for us for camping.
And then over here is our light thing. So if you put it up here, this means that they will stay on. If you put it to the middle, that means it's completely off. And then if we push it all the way down, that means it will be connected to the doors, so the lights will pop on when the doors open, and they will be off if all the doors are shut properly. Then over here is our toilet and our trash can. So now, I guess we'll do a demonstration on our bed and our couch, as well as our dining room table.
First thing I'll show you, here's our dog kennel. We have a 40-pound lab.
40 pounds.
So when she's in here at night, this we have just one screw or a bolt down at the bottom that it hinges on. Back up all the way, Libby. And so it just pops out. So basically, I just have 1/2 inch that it slides in between the buckets and itself, and it's perfect. So she can get in and out of the back doors, as well as we can reach her from inside here. For the bed, I just have 2 big old straps. It swings down. This brace is what supports the first piece of plywood. And then it folds off again. We got a 6-foot long piano hinge on the center of it. We have an aluminum Z-channel that connects on top of the kitchen counter / storage bin. It becomes part of this is a king size bed. So we have one inflatable mattress on this side that comes in, and we have another mattress over here. So it takes about 5 minutes to set up. All of our pillows, sheets, and stuff get stored above it. The shelf is also on a hinge, and that can tip up. It was just recently adjusted. I did make this whole thing come out another 3 inches so we can get some thicker foam mattresses. And so it's cutting down a little bit of the dining room space. Olivia hit her head on on the track last night because it's a little low. And I could probably use another 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch or so because it's pretty tight to compress the foam. But underneath it, during the week when I want to take a nap at work, I can just put the mattress here on this bench without bringing the whole thing down. And this becomes the dining room table. I do construction, so when I need this whole area emptied out for either, you know, a pallet of shingles, concrete, kitchen cabinets or something, that pops out. These 2 buckets here have the similar size clamps. This is the wheel well. Obviously that's not going anywhere, but I have over 4 feet between the 2. So I can still get full sheets of material in here. It isn't everything. It's all based on these buckets. They come from Jordan Seed Company. They're farm supply buckets. But there's 3 different depths, but they're all the same width and length. And they all just kind of rest on each other. So if we're at a nice site, I don't want to cook here in the van. I can just pack up my entire kitchen essentially and bring it outside in one load. Same way I have buckets for screws, drills, saws. Everything is organized in its own bucket. So when I need to be in work mode, I'll just take out the camping gear and slide in the tools that I need. But for the most part, we're able to keep all the living camping stuff in here with kind of the main tools that I need on a daily basis.
Okay, so now we're going to show you our traveling area. Also, we travel with our 6-month-old yellow lab, Coco. So we needed a lot of space. So up here is a swivel chair, which we rarely use, but it's nice if we have people in here to sit. And then our front area. And then this is my favorite part of the car. Over here is mine and Coco's area. So it's 2 seats that we had installed. And then over here, we got a ton of stuff put in. We have a bucket that we put in here for books or whatever you want. And then down below, we have another bucket for extra storage. Then there's also this light that at night in the dark, it's really handy to just turn on and I can see everything in the bucket. Then up here is 2 outlets. This one is just a normal 3 charger outlet, I guess. And then in here is 2 USB charger outlets, or 2, yeah. And then one is for like that car piece that you put in, I guess, and you can like charge your phone or whatever. And then up here we also put in this tray that is a really nice phone charger little hole or whatever, where I can have my phone resting on here. And then this is a dim light from IKEA. It's really handy for at night if you're sitting back here. If you want to eat, it's a very dim light, but it's perfect to see back here if the driver's driving in the dark, it doesn't bother them. Then over here we put in this window, and then we also have this shade that pulls down, and it's a little tricky sometimes.
I have to redo the side track, but it's definitely in the right blind. It's the wrong kind of carpentry at the moment.
And then our sign for Coco. And then over here, I guess we have our heater. Or first, I'll show you this. This is our heater control palette or whatever, where we control the temperature of the heat. And then this is for our fan that's right above our bed, the fan remote.
Yep. So with the fan, normally we'll on hot summer days we'll crack the window over here to let the air move in from the front of the van to up on top and blow it out. At night when it's really hot, we can switch the direction and have it blow right down on top of us, given that it's directly above the bed and it's, you know, usually directly above the area of this kitchen counter where we cook, right about there. The heater itself, it's a Webasto gas heater that we have tapped underneath. It's underneath the passenger seat. Essentially, if you haven't looked yet, we use Faroutride's website with all the guides of how they did it, how they installed it. Basically, we used